Sechta Bava basra daf kuf lamed gimel amud aleph. We're starting from the second line from the top. Ahu. There was this ma'aser with a shchimera. The palgin limnich say liitzei. The living yeah, but I'm gonna say it outside. There was this person that divided his nechasim with his wife and his sons. She.
Where do you say there was three people?
The palgin liitzei v'livnei. He divided it with the nechasim with his wife and his children. She echad dikla. But he left over one date tree that he didn't divide. That she, for her ksuba, she's only going to get from one date tree. Even though her ksuba demands much more, has much more in it, but she only gets what he left over after the division. He divided the property with his children and his wife. She's very happy. And if she left him just a dikla...
She got already in advance?
No, that's a matana.
Okay.
Now, she's not meichel ksuba. So we learned already yesterday and the day before, the ksuba, she could still demand, but here she's happy because she got the covet that her husband considered her as like one of the family, divided with everybody. So she's happy, that's why she gets a day tree.
But the ksuba,
So he divided all the property, he left one day tree. So the day tree, the day tree, that's her ksuba. Even though her ksuba was much bigger. Rav Yevin said to Rabina, if she's not supposed to have a schus in collecting because she's happy that she got her chelik together with the other brothers. Oh, chadikl namalesla. She shouldn't even get that one day tree.
She doesn't have to be in the family.
Right, that's right.
Why shouldn't she get it?
Because she had a hana that the husband showed her chivas. He gave her a matana.
But he gave everybody a matana.
No, the other son's al tzerusha. She got a chelik.
No,
to her, not to her. She's not a Yiddish. She got a matana equal to the Yerusha of the sons. So says Gemara.
He says that he divided up his property and he gave everybody.
Yeah, but she's not a Yiddish. She got it al matana.
So
To her, he gave us a matana. So it's
the kids also gave it.
no, but to the kids he did not. And even if he did give it to the kids a matana, which is not the case, we say if the kids are Yiddish, the kids, we're talking about a shchimera. We said it's a shchimera. That's what the Gemara says there. It says the Gemara. So she shouldn't even get that dekel tree if she's happy because he was machshav her. Hello, you have to say that it's talking about migud nachasal ledikla. Shchimera, yeah. Only you're going to say because she has a schus to take a dekel tree for a ksuba. So that means the mechila of the ksuba is not done. So if so, just like we said yesterday, as a body, that maybe the isha is not meichel her ksuba and she doesn't want to be meichel l'chayre. Why should she keep quiet? If somebody's taking away your property, you should open your mouth because she makes a cheshbon. Tomorrow he's going to buy more property. I'll get my money from there. So here also, since he left her a tree, she's going to first evaluate how much it's worth. And then she'll get, once she knows the cheshbon, she'll go after the nechasim that the husband gave the sons, which really belonged to her because she had a shibud right when she got married from the ksuba. A shchimera that had written all his nechasim to a stranger. Royin, we have to look. If that person is not a stranger, he was royal yarshay, she should take as a rusha. Even though, if he's not right to be a yeresh, he should. If there's nishkin karev, then he's taking it as a matana. What do you have to steal this and say in a hidden way? If you hold like Rabbi Yechon ben Breika, say that Allah is like Rabbi Yechon ben Breika. That what? Rabbi Yechon ben Breika says that a father could choose and give all the nechasim to one son over the other sons. Okay?
So he wants to do like this.
So he's asking, the Hashmai Tichik Rabbi Yechon ben Breika, who does? You're really coming to tell us that the halach is like Rabbi Yechon ben Breika. So what do you? It's like, in some the Davdasings die kommen und hat gefragt, jener Prus, wie schreibt dein Name? Sagt mit AP. Ich so, was weiter? Ich sag, frag mein Name, weil wir sagen, pay raise, what are you playing games with me? Here also he's screaming, what are you playing games? You want to say that looks like Rabbi Yechon ben Breika? No, that looks like Rabbi Yechon ben Breika. No, that's when in 770 we were new Bachim, so he's asking everybody his name. So, but nicht gewusst der Name. Wie schreibt man einen Namen, vielleicht sagen? Sagt er mit HP. So, was weiter?
Wie mit der Film, so okay. Mit der Film, so okay.
That's it.
No, there's the number.
Yeah. Sagt die Mother, Dilma ki ha amrit. So he says maybe this is what a ki ha comment. He says maybe this is what he's saying. The Havakachasha was with this person who was about to die. And he says, Nichse Leman. Who can I give it to? Dilma Leplanya? Maybe I should give it to that person, he says. Ram Lahu. And he said to them,
The Shchivra, is that who should I give it to?
right. No, they asked the Shchimra. Who are you giving it? Dilma Leplanya, maybe to that person. Ram Lahu. El Leman. So he says, only to whom should I give it? Who could take my nechasm if not him? Allah, and they said on that, if this person that he's planning on giving it is he should take Azirusha. He takes as Matana. But he didn't come to tell us that the halach is like Rabbi Yechim America. He tells you the story. He had nobody to give it, and he says, who should I give it? And he picked out a person, and we make a cheshbon. If he's Zoyle Yaishay, he gets it as a Yerushan. If not, he takes it as a Matana. In fact, so the Gemara brings now Rav Huna, and he says, Rav Huna said to Rav Nachman, say, in Hachikamina, he says, yeah, that's what I meant to say. That's what Rav Huna's answered Rav Nachman. That's exactly what I meant to say. I didn't want to say that looks like Rabbi Yechim Breaker. That's not my issue. I wanted to say if a stranger comes, if a person is a shchimana and he says give it to this person, we make a chesh. What is he? If he's a Rav Nachman was complaining to Rav Huna. What he was saying such shady words. You say openly that Allah is like Rabbi Yechim Breaker. He says that's not what I was saying. I was saying the Gemara said that. Right. So the Gemara said, Dilma ki ha kamrit. Rav Nachman continues, and he tries to justify the words of Rav Huna, and he says, maybe this is what you meant. If there was a shchimerad that was out there, and he said, he didn't have who to give it to, he says, they asked him, who do you want to give to that person? He says, Novos, who should I give it to? Of course, that person. So we make a cheshbon. If he's Zoyle Yashi, he got a Yiddish. If not, Ramatana. So Amalei, Rav Huna says, yeah, in Hachikamina, that's exactly what I meant to say. Okay? That meaning that a Shchimera that writes his Nechasim Stam, he didn't write the Lashon Matana Yerusha. Sometimes the Makabel gets it as a Yerusha, and sometimes he gets it as a Matana, even though he didn't say specifically which is the Lashon Yerusha or Matana. So what chiluk is there? So Rav Ada bar Bava kamed Rav Lemeima. Rav Ada bar Bava thought to say when he was in front of Rav that the chiluk will be Imroi L'Yoshay, if he's fit to be a Yiddish. Then Amana say Nizayin min Chasim. It says in the Mishnah Ksubis Amana Nizayin is min Yisayin. So if it's a Yerusha, then the Amana gets to have her sustenance of food from these Nechasim because he's a Yiddish. But if he's not a Yiddish, he was given as Matana. Hey, Amana say Nizayin is min Chasim. Amana cannot get Nizayin is from the Chasim Shubadim. That's a joke. Like it says in the Gemara in Gittin, whether it's a mecha, whether it's a matana, they're included. Because the Gemara in Gittin says, bein mechel, bein matana, they're included. Whether it's a mecha, matana, here we're talking about matana. It's included in the chas mishubadim. It's considered as nechas mishubadim.
To whom?
It's whoever has it. It's theirs. He can't come. He gave it to somebody. Now it's like it was he had a shibud on those nechasim, the stranger, not al Yiddish, the makabel, not al Yiddish, al shibud he had on it because he got his amatana.
So therefore, he's like he has a.
So and therefore the amana doesn't get to eat from it. She only gets to eat. Mishubadim, correct. Yeah, it's considered. He says it's bichlal nechas mishubadim. That's the Gemara's lashon. So the Gemara Rava said Mikra Gora is the chelka v'amana because the makabel is receiving it al matana. She doesn't get to eat from those fields that the husband gave away. Has to be Yerushalayim madach by a karka, which is an inheritance. This is a din Torah, the Indian from Yerusha. So something that somebody else has outside Yiddish, which is a din of the Torah, it belongs to him. The Yiddish is Hazei Stark. The Torah is Zayna. Nevertheless, the Torah says it's his. The Amar gets to eat from it. He said the Amar gets to eat from such nechasim, even though the Torah says it belongs to the Yiddish. But matana with the Rabbanon, like Koshkein, by matana, which is only with the Rabbanon. Why? Here, for sure she should get to eat. It is not a real mecha. A real mecha, a real matana is with a kinyan. Here, he was a shchid and we use the takana. We don't want he should feel all.
So you feel a stranger has to have a shaykhus to his alona? It's a strange sort of.
He says it's not a real. He never. It really belongs to the. It really belongs to the husband. It never really went out. He never made a kinyan. It was never makneit.
Whatever the shchid says is like a.
He was mishabed. He was mishabed it. So, but it's a shibud mitzad takana. If with a kinyan, it would be much stronger. A kinyan, she doesn't get to eat from it. Here, there was no kinyan. There was an alza takana that we take his words and we make it as if there was a kinyan, and it goes to that person. So there was no kinyan. So for sure, she should get to eat from it. This is all in the Rashbam. I'm just reading from the Rashbam. Rather, Rabbi says, this is like Rabbi Abavia had said in the words of Rabbi Yechon and Breika, that if a person says to his friend, Nechasai lecha, my nechasim go to you. If Reuven dies, then it should go leplain, it should go to Shimon. If the first one that he says, I'm giving you all my nechasim to you, was somebody who was ready to be a Yiddish, the Sheni, it doesn't go after the Rishon dies, it doesn't go to the Sheni. The Rishon had kinder. So it goes to his kids. And we don't make a hefsek when it comes to Yerusha. We go down the line of the Seder of Yarshim. Okay? It's rather a Lashon Yerusha, but Yerusha ain't la hefsek. And Yerusha doesn't have a hefsek. It goes straight to the children of the first one. It doesn't automatically jump to a brother or to another person. Rav Nachman said to Rav Nachman, so that's the chilik between Matana and Yerusha. If it was a Matana, if he was a stranger and he got it as a Matana, so after the first guy dies, then it goes to the second. It doesn't go to the Yoshim. But if this first person was ready to be a Yiddish, so that's what Rav Huna was telling us, the Chidush. But if the first one's ready to be a Yiddish and he dies, it doesn't go to the second one. It goes to the Yoshim, the first one. That's the Chidush. Rav said to Rav Nachman, but the one that gave it said befedish, I want it should stop. It shouldn't go down. It shouldn't go to the first one's kids. I want it after the first one dies. It should go to the second one. He said it befedish. Says the Yemara, who's? He said he went against it. Says the Yemara, who's Savi? The Yemara is bringing up this point. Who's Savi sheyesh lahefsek? He thought he could make a hefsek, but Rachman Amma ain't lahefsek. And it's Masna Masha Kasmateda. What he was saying was going against what the Torah says. The Torah says a Yiddish, then if he's a Yiddish, it goes to his Yoshim. It doesn't go to any other people. There's no hefsek. There was this person who said to his friend, says, my nechasim are to you. And after you die, it should go to the next person. And the first one was the first Makabel was ready to be a Yiddish. Shachav Rishon, if the first one died, the first Makabel died, Asa Sheni Katava, the second one now comes and he's Tevei in the Chasim. He says, look what he said. The owner of the property, he said to the first guy, after you die, it should go to the second one. So even though the first one is a Yiddish, it should go to his kids. So the second one is tiny. I should get it because we have to listen to the Shechimera. He spoke it out. So Savar Avilish Kamei the Rav Lemeima Sheni Nami Shakel. He thought maybe the second one should also get a chelik. It should be Maman Amut V'Safik. He says maybe it should go to the Yiddish, Minatayra, or maybe but maybe not, because he said Divish Shechimera Kim Surim Ukinisunim Davi. It's like it was given over.
He doesn't know if ever did the Yiddish.
Right. So it says that you want to. So Amalei. So Rabbi said, "What are you doing? Such dayanim who are not bikim in adin paskin in halb. Machen pshadas. You can't make a pshada yet.
Von die Bavlitz and von die...
Oh no, here it says it's all bavli. Here he has another piddush. He says he uses the lashon dayone beis hakvaris dayone manachshav kemeisim sheina yoyim meuma. You're like dayonim who are dead people, don't know nothing.
Wow, this is a real...
It says so. He says lav hainu.
Compliment.
Yeah, good compliment. Lav hainu the shalch rabach brabavia. Isn't this mamish what we just learned before rabach brabavia? That if the first one is going to be a Yiddish, even though he said the Shechimera said to give it over to the second one, we don't. It's Masna Masha Kosmatera. So how do you pass in Chatzi over here? Sagt die Gemara, ich said he was all embarrassed, Rabbi Elish. Not only he was embarrassed, he was afraid he couldn't look at Rabbi because if he was caught now by mistake, who knows, by all the other psakim that he gave him. Isn't he good? Oh, there you go. So he said, don't take it easy. Kori Allah, Rabbi said to him, the pasuk, Ani Hashem be'itach ishana. Meaning, be'it sadik nida Yeshua, the Eibishter comes and helps him. Like over here, I'm telling you, all you didn't were 100%. Here, and Hashem watched out for you. Here you're about to say wrong. You brought me here, that should be here to save you. You're right.
But till now you did a good job.
That's what it says. That till now you did a good job. He made him feel good. Sagt the Mishnah.
Smart guy, this guy.
Yeah, Rabbi said he was right. In a yeder of hat seyat d'shmaya. Seiten is nicht genau. Kaise wes nechas lechayim. So who writes his nechasim to other people as a matana b'niach as banav, and he leaves for his son nada garnished. Leaves him out with nothing. Sagt the Bana Mashal what he did. And the Acherim were kind as matan. It's during his lifetime. Ella ain't no Chacham nechayim. The Chacham are not happy with such people that give away and don't give nothing to their kids. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel says, what's if his children didn't behave in the right way? Then he should be remembered for the good, what he did, that he didn't leave for his kids anything. Does the Tanakama, meaning the Rabbanan, where they didn't speak about a son that doesn't behave, will they argue there also that we should make sure to give those kids also the Yerusha, Arnam Gamil, or not? Tashma, come in here and I'll answer you. The Yosef ben Yezer Yezer had a son that didn't behave normally, didn't kishura these badaftzai. How a yid is supposed to behave. And he had a kli, a vessel filled with golden dinarim. Come,
How was the money?
a whole keli, a whole bowl of golden coins. Come Agdisha, the son went, and he was Mekadesh. Come Agdisha. He went. Yosef ben Yezer didn't give his son anything. He went and he made the whole money. He took the whole bowl. It's Hagdish. Finished. Goodbye. There's nothing for my son. Now, also, this son went. Nas Baz Gadil Klila de Yanimalka. He married the daughter of the king's, the person that makes the crowns for the kings. He married the daughter of the person that makes the crowns. Ailida de Bisu. And his wife gave birth. He went and bought a fish. When he opened the stomach of the fish, Magalisa, he found a pearl. Amalei, so she. We'll soon see. Amalei, the wife says, Loi tamtaya lemalka. Don't bring this pearl to the king for his treasures, for the crown, for whatever. Why? The shakulach minach b'dmei kalili. Because they're going to buy it for a very cheap price. They're not Yirei Shamayim. They're going to rip you off because you don't know the prices. Zil amti lagabi gizbare. Go to the gaboyim of Hegdish because they need it for the Choshen, for the Ephah. They needed these specials, the pearls. Veloy tishama'at, and make sure you don't say how much you want because you might lowball it and you can't retract.
She was a business lady.
Yeah, and Nishnos, it was talacha. She says you can't retract because Amirasa lagavaya is kimsiras lahedjid. Says you be careful, don't say a word. You might lowball it and you can't go back. So she said, she said, saying a word to Hagdish is as if it was given. Let them make the shatzung, and then you'll agree. He went and he brought the pearl to Hagdish, to the Gabayim of Hagdish. Betleisa al Yaasa denide. They made a cheshbon that it's worth 13 bowls of golden dinarim. Whoop. But they said, listen, sorry, Shavika, we only have 7 bowls, and Shisleka, the other 6 bowls we don't have to give you, so we can't buy it. We don't have money. Amalahu.
They said this is what it's worth.
Oh, it's worth.
This is what it would. But we don't have the money. We have only. It's worth it. We only have 7 bowls. 6 we don't have. Amalahu, Shva Havali. He says, just give me the 7 bowls, and she's Harei Hein Mugdash Lashamayim. The 6, I want to be Magdish.
That's nice.
Oh, they got up. The Yizbanim were so happy, and they wrote in the Sefer HaSecherenes, on the pinkest where they write all the Achnosas and Itzois, they wrote Yosef ben Yoyazer Hichnis Achas. Yosef, his father, brought only 1 bowl of golden adinim. Ubenoi Hichnis Sheish, but his son brought 6. So,
He didn't give it to the son.
so you see, it was a good thing he didn't give his son the bowl because of that.
Because of that.
Schus that he didn't give his son when he was acting badly, and in Yerusha, the Eibishter made him wealthy, and he became a good boy. He gave away so much to Hagdash.
He did tshuva.
He did tshuva. Only because the father didn't give him a penny. He
He's smart to marry a rich girl.
He didn't marry a rich
No,
girl.
no, but
He bought a smart girl, yeah, that's yeah. Others say it was Liganai. Yosef ben Yoyazer Hichnis Achas. Yosef ben Yoyazer brought him 1.
Nice.
Huh?
It was nice the way.
The
they
first
said,
way.
yeah.
But this way he's saying it not nice. He says, Yosef ben Yoyazer Hichnis Achas. Yosef ben Yoyazer brought him 1 bowl. Ubenoi Hoitzi Shava. But the son took away from the 7. So what do we want to say from...
the other 6.
No. So what do we want to bring out? That it's not a good thing. Yosef ben Yoyazer should have given his son the bowl for Yerusha, and then he would have been a better boy. Okay. Midikami Hichnis, from this that it says that he brought in Eitzes to the Hagdish and they were Mishabechim, Miklal the Shapa of it. So it's a raya that he did do good, according to the first of the day. And then the Gemara slugs up, no, it's Nishkin Raya, Adarabba. Midikami Hoitzi, that he took out.
7.
He took out 7 Miklal the Lab Shapa of it. Says from this story, you can't bring a raya if because the father didn't give the bowl of the golden adin to the son as a Yerusha.
That's right.
Is it a bad thing or good thing? We can't figure it out. My Havi Allah. In fact, the Gemara, no answer so far. So the Gemara goes back. If the Chacham wants to know if the Chacham are arguing with Rabbi Shimon Gamil, if the son doesn't behave in a good way, whether you have to give that son or not. Toshma, come in here, I'll answer you. Damalei Shmuel Rabbi Yehuda. Shmuel said to Rabbi Yehuda, Shinina, sharp one. Loi tehavi bei aburich achasamta. Don't be in front of a place where they give the Yerusha, meaning where, or they take away the Yerusha from the Yashma and give it to others.
Somebody else.
But I feel even if they pass it, mibral bisha lebral tava, even by taking it away from a bad son.
If he gives a good
Here
son,
you have that ayah. Give it to a good son. So here you see it's an ayah. It's not. You shouldn't do that. You should give the bad son equally. The kolsha came mibral vrata, and how much more so from a son to a daughter. Don't be in front of such a person that's taking away the Yerusha. You shouldn't be there.
Oh, so even for the daughter, she gets
Even that's for sure.
You got a daughter and a son and a
And
daughter.
daughter, you should, and he gives it to the daughter. Don't be in such a place.
Oh, he gives only to the son and not to the daughter. That's
He gives what belongs to the son. He gives to the daughter. Mibra, from what belongs to the son, lebrata, he gives to the daughter. And the boss is not a Yerusha. She's not supposed to inherit anything. So you see, he contradicts Amshim Gamil that a ben shein and no kishura you shouldn't take away from him. You should give most. There was a story with a person who didn't have children that behaved normally. What time is Maya?
5:20.
Oh, Ahmed Bekasim Nechasl Yonasim ben Uziel. Yonasim ben Uziel was the greatest from the Talmud Beis Hillel. When birds would fly over him while I was laying, they would get burnt up. Yeah, he's by Amuka. Yeah. He didn't have any children, and that behaved normally.
He never got married.
No. This is a person that didn't have children that behaved normally, and he wrote all in his chasim to Yonasim ben Uziel. Ma'aser Yonasim ben Uziel. What did he do? He sold a third of the chasim. He was magdish a third, and it has the Levanu Shlisha, but he returned to the children, to that guy's kids, a third.
No, they didn't want to give it to them.
Huh?
The one that didn't want
He
to
didn't want to give it to them. Right. Love, Shammai b'makle b'samilei. Shammai came to be misvakech with him, with his stekin and with his little bag.
It wasn't hit him.
No, not him. To tell him off. Amalei. To tell him off, yes, what are you doing? You have to give the Yerusha to you have to listen to the father. You can't give it to them. Why'd you give it back to them? Amalei Shammai, imata yachla, he says, Masha machatu, Masha yigdashti. So Yonasan said to Shammai, if you could take out from the buyers that bought he gave me money, right? And I sold merchandise, and I sold it to Lekuches. If you could take out from Lekuches and make the sale, or whatever I made hekdesh, then I'll allow you to take back from the kids. But if not, you cannot take back what I gave to the kids. Meaning to say, he never specified that I don't want it to go to the kids. He says, I want to give it to Yonis and Menazil. And he didn't, since he didn't say clearly, Yonis and Menazil had the right. Omar Shammai said, Ben Uzil, you were right. You won me. Okay?
He did the right thing.